So this is just, I was going to do calculating the area of triangles after this, but like I said, the other two classes did not get to that. So we'll get through this worksheet, and then you guys will work on iReady, and then I'll teach yellow group. Is Oliver absent today?
I always show up late.
Okay. All right. So again, to calculate area, we use this awesome formula right here. Area equals base times height. That is the formula for calculating the area of any rectangle, square, parallelogram. What's that? If you do that, you really need to do iReady. So remember last time I told you you could do that, but I need you to do iReadies? You didn't do any iReadies.
Well, I'm still doing it.
You didn't do any. So let me call down to her and make sure she knew.
You go to Miss Works?
What are you doing down there?
Doing iReady in your class, for your class.
Hold on.
Shut up. She's lying. She's lying.
She doesn't even have an extension.
What's an extension?
My face is so ugly.
I need to be able to call her, so that's not going to work. So I need to tell her that you have to be doing math. And she's probably going to tell you no if you're supposed to be doing math. She's going to tell you to stay up here.
I told her.
Do you mind walking her down and asking her to give me her extension so I can call her?
Boy, am I in kindergarten or something?
Because last time I asked you to do iReadies, and then when I went
to do it.
You didn't. I checked. I can
but
see.
But I didn't finish it.
I can see. So you went down for 2.5 hours, and you didn't get a single iReady done?
It was not 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was. That was the day we did CCR.
Shut up.
All right. So again, anyways, I need her extension so I can.
Oh, Leslie.
All right. So
Leslie.
Parallelograms, you guys. So again, you're probably familiar with a parallelogram looking like this. Okay? Because we did this earlier in the school year, and I showed you a parallelogram. And I told you the base was here, but the height's a little different. Remember, I told you, please don't consider this to be your height, right? Because that's not true. Your height starts from your base, and it goes all the way up to the top. So for a parallelogram, this is your height. Okay, just so you guys remember, I just want to refresh you on that because you will have parallelograms on your finals. Okay, so again, yeah, you have finals. So again, remember squares, rectangles, parallelograms, it's always base times height. Okay? So, again, if you're finding area, the other key thing is the units are what?
Centimeters.
Doesn't always mean, it might not be centimeters. What? Might not always be inches. What's the key thing about the units?
Squared.
Squared.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the first one with you guys, right? So remember, my base runs horizontally, right? And my height runs vertically, okay? And remember, if you have a hard time remembering that, just remember when you go to the doctors and they measure your height, they measure your height from the floor up to your head. So it's vertical, okay? So now we know my base is 8 centimeters. Because remember, up here they tell you all of the figures are centimeters. Okay. Times my height is 2 centimeters. Okay. 8 times 2 is 16. And remember, centimeters times centimeters gives you centimeters squared. Okay. Now remember the big difference between the units of area and perimeter. What's the big difference? If I asked you to calculate the perimeter, what would the units be?
Oh yeah, I'm confused.
What?
So for the last couple of days, I told you the area, again, is all the space inside a figure. Right? And then I told you the perimeter is this. Like if a man was walking around the figure, it's the outside, okay, around the figure. I also told you there's a big difference in the units between area and perimeter. What's that difference? What's the difference, you guys? Area, the units are what? We already said it. The units are squared. Perimeter, what's the units? They aren't squared, right? So if I was calculating the perimeter of this, okay, this would be 8. This would be 2. So perimeter, you add up all the sides because you're walking around the figure. So I would say 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2. Okay. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 2 is 18 plus 2 is 20. But this time, since you're adding and not multiplying, the units is simply cm. Okay, this is your perimeter. Okay, and this is your area. So I just wanted to remind you of that. So now I want you guys to take a couple minutes on your own, and I want you to find the area of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And in a minute, we'll come back together and see how you did, okay?
Wait, so what are we putting for the, like, centimeters, like, are we assuming centimeters?
All of them are centimeters. That's your unit, all of them.
All of them centimeters?
That's what all of these are.
Wait, so the answer is 16, right?
So 16 centimeters squared. So it's saying all of these are centimeters. Okay, they're saying all of these are centimeters. Okay. Yep. Perfect, Gavin. Where's who?
Oh yeah, he wasn't at sick.
He was at sick. Out sick.
He got sick.
I don't know. We're gonna go over it in a second, you guys.
Wait, I have a question.
What's your question?
So when people get vaccinated, they don't have to wear masks?
No, that's not true. You gotta wear a mask.
I just want to see if I did it right.
Yeah, what's the point of getting vaccinated?
I got offered to get vaccinated tomorrow, but I don't know.
How old are you?
I just turned 16.
Yeah.
But they want me to get
A lot of the
I'm 17,
vaccinations.
so I can go.
So this summer, a lot of people won't be able to travel without quarantining. If you're not vaccinated, because different states have different rules.
They want me to get vaccinated.
I can get vaccinated.
Because my brother.
I'm 17 years old.
Shops and I was saying I can get vaccinated to like bring down like my brother getting it.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are.
I'm 17, so
All right. If we're talking, does that mean we're all done?
I'm done.
All right. So let's try number 2. What'd you guys get for number 2?
I'm just 72.
72 centimeters squared.
Perfect. 72 centimeters squared. Okay. What do we get for 3?
30 centimeters.
What was that noise?
Good. 30 centimeters squared. What do we get for number 4?
32 centimeters
You going
squared.
Perfect. What do we get for 5?
18 centimeters squared.
Perfect. What do we get for 6?
49 centimeters squared.
Okay, so with that said, since I just checked and made sure you guys know exactly what you're doing, I want you to complete this worksheet. So we just did 1 through 6. So I need you to do 7 through 15 by yourselves. When Miss Finkel comes back, she will check it for you. So you're just going to do 7 through 15. Okay? Yeah. And then you're doing I ready. She ain't called.
I didn't ask for a calculator.
She won't give me her
She
extension.
was on the phone. I asked her to call you when she was done.
Why did she give it to you?
Yeah, I need her extension. She probably because see, I don't have this says Miss Rupar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I need her extension because she's not gonna know what to call. Because I don't.
She has the paper right next to, she has it hanging right
I
next
don't have an extension.
I'll go, will you write down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Picnics.
So she's gonna. Yeah, just tell her. Just get her extension so I can call her.
You got one.
Yeah. What are we doing? We're done.
I ready.
You go home.
Oh, guys, you want to?
Yes, you can use the bathroom.